Imagine forgetting to make splits before you run the category. Couldn't be me. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing today? Okay, last, yeah, I didn't mean to go for that long. Because now I'm about to expose the fact that I didn't actually shuffle my playlist. I just moved 2 songs up. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? On this fine Monday afternoon. Just finished it, still a few seconds faster than mine. Guys, clearly this means Glitchless is faster, right? Right? That's how this works, right? It's world record, so it must be optimal. We'll get the 50k reward. Rebuild my house. Rebuild my kids. Funny Tenna quote. Alright, anyways. Since I spent so long on the intro. Man, LiveSplit just does not want to cooperate today. It took like 5 years. We're realizing the implications. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I didn't turn off practice mod, just realizing. Yeah, we finally got practice mod up for Deltarune. It's finally back, and I can actually practice the game now. Or practice it in a convenient manner. Alright. Oh, Lamau Twitch connecting to chat. I'm not dropping frames, though. Funny Twitch moments. I heard it's awkward to set up. The setup takes the longest because you have to patch each data.win individually. Like that's the part that takes the longest. Because, you know, it's not what that's kind of just inevitable with the game change. But, you know, all you have to do is just make sure the chapter data.wins are named data_Kucher. And then just swap out the chapter select data.win. So so when you're actually going to practice, you only need to change one data.win. As for using it, I mean, you just right-click to open the menu, and then everything's there. The hard part is just learning keybind. It's just like trying to remember certain keybinds. It's like, you know, the obvious ones are there, like, you know, save and load or on SNL. You know, stuff like that, but... Alright, hold on. Since these are also new splits and I made these in a haste, I need to also auto-split stuff. for the chapter endings. Alright, there we go. Alright, time for actual, like, true any percent. So, yeah. College friend group, maybe employment relationship with Wall Street. Friend group stuff. Friend group drama always sucks. I bet, thank you for the good luck. We are in the night skip. Marley, you can't just joke about that. There's new people there who won't know our sense of humor. Nice night skip. Yeah, it's called sleeping. True. No, that's a bar. That's a bar. Nothing she says is serious except for when she's being serious. Yes, you are expected to know when, though. You may never know. Okay, but what exactly is an R action? I don't know. But yeah, I was watching through Jack's run while eating lunch. And like, God, chapter 3 is so cursed. Like, you have to do fight Tenna. There's something mean. This is because Ross it. Because of minigame RNG? No, actually, it's because of a glitch we do in Chapter 2 means we do not ever obtain S action and R action on Susie and Rosse. Like, double DJs exist, but that takes like 2 minutes. Yeah, issue did go into 3 and 4 without S action and R action because the game just doesn't give it to you. You'd think it would, but it's just a flag on your save file. Thought double DJs was the strat. I mean, I just watched Jack's record. That is how that is how I decided if double DJs was in the run or not. Did Jack do it? Honestly, like, I don't think I don't think this should be patched, like the S action R action thing, because I think it makes the category more interesting, you know? Like, I think it's more interesting that we had to find other spares for the encounters and, you know, figure out Tenna stuff. And then it's funny because then it just never comes up, in Chapter 4. Oh my god, finally a good fucking, like, a decent castle town with 4-turn. Never thought I'd see the day, apparently. As it is in any percent. Think about that for a second. Think about what you use in any percent. Everything ever follow? The entire... Yeah, I saw that gif. It's so funny. Not any percent. Oh, I think Oakley was asking about chapter 3 any percent. But no, it is not the same because we do not have S action in our action. And they had to experience Undertale's UI again. It is funny seeing all the new Deltarune fans, like, kind of, like, shutting down, like, people, like, analyzing the game from a meta perspective. It's like, guys, we're overcorrecting again. We're overcorrecting again. So I'm not gonna do Spooky Sword strats. Because that's, like, you know, that's like a 1+2 thing. Like, yeah, like the example someone was talking about on Twitter was like, people saying they were thinking for mentioning how Susie takes 3 hits in the in like that one cutscene, and like how, like, you know, using it to represent like how much stronger she is, and people were saying, oh, you're looking too deep into it, and it's just like, nah, I think Toby Fox would do something like that. No, like, oh my god, Toby Fox is using game mechanics to tell a story? What? That's crazy. No. It's like, you know, there's overanalyzing, and then there's just, like, making observations. Like, overanalyzing is when you start saying shit like, Gaster's theme is in Rules Card's theme. Like, that's when you start overanalyzing. But, like, you know, there's still merit in, like, trying to point out where you may think Gaster's theme is. The curtains are blue to immense damage to media analysis. Yep. I'll say he's wearing a hat because he's evil. Hi, Amity. Yeah, he's like, what the... Ha. Yay! Notice how Susie died, not Ross. But yeah, I do think it's funny that people are like overcorrecting and are now like trying to shut down like any meaningful analysis of the game. It's like, yeah, Delta's story is a bit more straightforward than we thought, but there's still merit in analyzing things in a bit more complex way. Especially now that we have more pieces to work with. I did not mean to turn that far back, but, you know. There's nuance to the game, yeah. Like, it may not be a super important detail that Susie takes 3 hits to go down during, like, the scene at the end of Chapter 4. I'm just gonna call it the Roaring Hallway because it plays the fucking Roaring song. Like, it may not be significant, but, like, it can be, like, a piece of, like, subtle storytelling for her character, you know? Toby Fox does use game mechanics to tell a story. Entire Roaring Hallway. I thought I went early, but you know what? I'll take it. It's either entire Tenna story or entire Susie backstory. People can't really make up their minds. I don't know. I don't think anything will beat out entire Roaring cutscene. That one's just iconic. The closest we ever got was entire racism cutscene. Don't worry, because I have to see things through the on-screen. Have you tried FFZ, Frankerface? Because you can see a BTTV and 7TV emotes through that. Because it has the Tenna intro, that's true. Gonna run track for the sole purpose of watching that cutscene. Seven TV, nah, but 7TV also fucks with Twitch chat, so like that's a big no. FFZ, you can just enable 7TV and Frankerface, not Frankerface, and BTTV emotes on. That is what I use, although I still have BTTV installed. Yeah, 7TV, I think, like, still, even after all this time, doesn't work with the pronoun extension. Yeah, chapter 3 being, like, the difference between, like, chapter 1 being, like, half a decade, like, there being, like, half a decade difference between, like, chapter 1 and, like, and, you know, all the other stuff. Shit's wild. But yeah, I always recommend to not actually use the 7TV extension. Just install Frankerface and enable 7TV emotes through that. That is what I do. I still hold a soft spot for it though. Chapter 1 has a charm to it. It has a really nice, like, cozy charm to it that I love. Also, hi, Jade. I think Shay described it like this at some point, but like chapter 1's like the bridge point between Undertale and the rest of Deltarune. Because, you know, going directly from Undertale to, like, Chapter 4 is like giving McDonald's Sprite to a old Victorian child. You stream to do research? Nice. I'm going to definitely mess up things in Chapter 3. Because all I did was watch Jack's record before this. But Chapter 1 and 2 are easy enough to remember. Oh, we may be back. My grazing was not bad. Show a small 2015 Undertale fan the holiday house. To right skipping S action and R action carries into chapter 3 and 4, so it's not something a casual player would do. Yeah. I think it's literally just because it's a flag on the save file. The fucking green room looks like a ship. Welcome to my green room. Welcome to my house. Toby Core? Like, from Undertale? Hold up. Say that again. You guys, too weird thinking about the chapter 4 stuff. Yeah. Toby made one joke about a piece of a sprite art being too good for the game, and now people think that's like his whole thing. Eat all the moss. You know, you could also combine it with egg percent. Egg percent sounds cool, but I think that's mainly just because I really like how to get the chapter 3 egg. I like that it's not just go between a room transition until you get it. Did you know the skip is just free? Stop. Alright, find the Amber card so I can swap Iron Shackle to Chris for Giga. You know, I think even Toby wasn't a big fan of the 1 in 52 thing, considering I'm pretty sure the odds of the Chapter 4 egg room are way higher than the Chapter 1 and 2 ones. Despite being, like, you know, the same idea. I want more eggs like the Chapter 3 egg. That is a really creative puzzle to solve. Because you've been forever trying to get the 1 and 2 rooms on. 152 tries, by the way, in Chapter 1. It is like funny seeing people like complain about the Chapter 3 egg. Like, guys, I love how complicated it was. Did anyone here find it? I did. I found it through Shay, but also, like, you know, I wasn't actively looking for the egg, so you know. No, the Chapter 4 dead pixel is in the church, in the light world. Redirectors to the heavy on egg lore. Yeah, I'm glad we got to finally talk to the guy. It's a man's world. Non-men are welcome. No, but Chris's gender is just up to interpretation, though. Obviously, like, you know. It's not like the game is pretty blatant about them only using they-them pronouns. Reroute and egg locations. I kind of like Chapter 3 really embraced the whole, like, secret hunting aspect of video games, which I really like, especially old school video games. I really like that aspect of it. The one thing I really love about the Chapter 4 egg room is just, like, how much it kind of fills in, like, Chris's character. Like, it gives us a bit more to work with, and I think that's really cool. Your Chapter 4 egg. I walked right by where the Chapter 4 egg was, because it's in the Moss room, but, you know, it's just in one of the random windows, although the window is different. It's just subtly different. Leaving with her dark. It's so like strange. Especially because like if you open, like you still have the Dark World menu if you open it before, if like you open the menu while you still have the Light World design. Or there is a man behind the tree. Yeah. I think that's what it's referring to, but I do think people are being weird about it. The Pippa's room in chapter. Fucking Spamton cameo. Tenna pulling out fucking raid. Bear 5. And then in a weird route, and I think only weird route, you can actually pick up the Pippus. We're gonna be weird about shit anyways. Yeah. Sadly. Tenna giving Spamton Toby Fox foam shower. Get the Pippus on main route if you don't have Dealmaker or Puppet Scarf. Probably. Maybe it's also possible the scene just doesn't even occur if you don't have it, but I don't know. In chapter 6. Toby, give us more Jevil, please. The Jevil fans feasting on the crumbs they got in chapter 3. And that one conversation with King in chapter 4. Literal crumbs. Time this Japanese save overall? 13 seconds. 13 and a half seconds. The good thing about chapter 1 is that the menuing is really simple. So, like, it doesn't take too long to get used to Japanese. It's like the easiest way I even remember menus is just, do I menu like left or right, like left, right, down, you know. Shops, you know, I know, like, oh, buy the second option, and then, or like the fourth option in all chapters, because that's the Amber card. You only ever pick up one piece of armor, the Iron Shackle, so you don't have to worry about, like, juggling armor around and not knowing which one's which. Alright, because this is glitched, there's literally no reason for me to switch to English for chapter 2. So, I'm just gonna play it in Japanese. And then I'll switch to English for chapter 3. Because then that's when I'll actually need to read the menus. Yeah, it's ACMR glitched. Good luck. This is the funny queen, though. This is the one with, like, if you can do rude no mash. I love defend, fight, defend, defend, rude, defend, no mash. No mash if crit. Alright. I think I still got Door Warp in me. I did it earlier today. So, as long as I save beforehand. They will never make me hate you, A Cyber's World. Even though we literally cannot remove you from the game, I will always love you. Is Glitch Chapter 2 technically aborted weird route? No. It's just main route. Can't abort weird route if you literally don't even have Noelle in the party anyways. If you just skip over all of City. I find it funny how in Chapter 2, even when you skip to the literal final area of the game, it is still slightly longer than Chapter 1. It's just because of the fucking 8 minutes of cutscenes. Bad day for Yuri fans. Alright, save. Do I still got it? Does Unk still got it? Unk still got it. Door Warp is so funny. Like it shouldn't work. But it only works because the fucking 400 bagels cutscenes gives your movement back twice. You could route Santa. Stop giving me bottom right key! Oh my god. Say friend instead of recruit? Yeah. In JP it says friend. I don't know why, but it does. You know what? At least Mouse Wheel gave me a fucking 2-turn and ACMR glitched. Are there any major changes Chapter 1 and 2 since release of 3 and 4? Nope. The current builds of 1 and 2 are identical to the latest version of demo. The only code changes were stuff relating to PlayStation trophies. Using what? Weird. Things have taken kind of a weird I still can't believe that's a real line in the game. That and the Among Us thing, yeah, that too. That feels like a fucking Delta Traveler line. And I mean that in a good way. You know, I'll heal for safety. Just in case a stray box fucks me over or whatever. Twitch is so funny. Why did it have to connect me? Why did it keep connecting to chat? Chapter 7, when is revealed Mike is a microwave. Whoa. The Mike fight just doesn't feel like a real fight. It does not feel real. Doing a nod to speedrun. No, yeah, I could definitely see it. I mean, Birdly already mentioned speedruns, like, in Chapter 4. And then there's the whole speedrun joke in the, from the, anniversary Chapter 1 stream. Toby did coin the term fast little boys. Oh my god, interact! Sorry, we were just talking about going fast. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I still thought it would have been funny. The diner, huh? Looking up because you let me down. I love doing that in this cutscene, just holding a direction and having Chris face in it. Well, he is evil. This is because Ross is evil. Thank you, rules. So how long until we run that joke into the ground? I don't know. Shout out to the fucking Undertale Yellow all-ending speedrun, where we just spent the entire back half of the stream running the fucking, in my opinion, they ate them joke into the ground. The entire back half of that run. I'm sorry, what? There is a retrospective out there for the Sweet Life on Deck, and at one it just became a running gag in the video at some point. For like when a character made their last appearance, the guys would say, "We never saw blank again. In my opinion, they ate them." So in the yellow run, we were just doing that every single time a character made their last appearance during that run. Still hasn't fully died. I mean, checking is eternal. Why are you checking? You are losing 10 seconds. Alright. Defend, fight, defend. Rude no mash, my beloved. Defend, no mash. Fight all. Top 20. Mix. Huh? Mike. Rip off their butt. I can't believe we turned Noelle into a dead pixel. Yeah. That's actually what happened in Weird Route. Okay. I'm doing this because it makes Giga easier. I only need to hit like 1 out of 3 crits in round 1. That's the scary thing about main route glitch Giga Queen. Also skip flip. Main route glitch Giga Queen. Is that you need to in round 1 you need to hit 2 out of 3 crits or else the strat doesn't work, and I don't think anybody has routed out a backup for it. I think everybody is just accepted. Yeah, GG's. It's over. Lose time. Ah. Dead Pixel Theory. It's Papyrus. Here's how Papyrus Knight can still win.
Round 1.
Fight.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Fight.
Kramer, why didn't you do DKS?
Round 3.
Fight.
Easy. Final attack, never heard of it. Yeah, it is funny just like how short main route glitched is for chapter 2. I think I have like 1 pack. Alright. The roaring. Yep, I did indeed have 1 pack. Let's see. Alright, Petalil, Beware, Rockruff, Poiple, and Staccatica, or however the fuck you pronounce it. Still no Nihiligo. Not that bad. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like multiple Titans is when the roaring happens, so... Why isn't Ralsei speaking to them in English? Is he stupid? Is he evil? It's back. Yeah, I never know. It has such a weird name. I just never know how to pronounce it. It's fine. I just didn't expect them to be Japanese. When you get the Delta in Chapter 2, but it's Japanese. Plus outside. Yeah, that sounds right. Why doesn't Ralsei go with Susie and Chris to seal the fountain? Is he evil? Hometown Dark World Chapter 7 would go crazy. Let this be your final trick. So we obviously know chapter, like, I think everybody can agree that Flower King is the chapter 5 Dark World. I think everybody can agree on that. Another thing is, I don't know what the chapter 6 Dark World, I feel like chapter 7 is going to be a combo between the Shelter and, like, Hometown Dark World. Never even heard that theory. There's stuff in the prophecy you can find in side rooms in the sanctuary, in like third sanctuary, that explicitly mention Asgore, alongside just connecting stuff from Gerson talking about chapter 5 of Lord of the Hammers. I don't remember the specifics of that, but. And then there's that one scene where Asgore has a black shard. But yeah, I think the fact that the prophecy explicitly mentions Asgore, like after like, it's like in side room. The side rooms, you see them in order. Like, you know, you see like Queen in her vehicle, then you see Tenna getting cut, and then you see Asgore. Like, I think that's in order of how you can find them in the game. I even think like the Queen one is in first sanctuary, the Tenna one's in second sanctuary, and the Asgore one's in third sanctuary. And I think in the files they're all labeled boss. Like the sprite for that part of the for those individual parts of the prophecy are labeled boss, I think. Or like have boss in the sprite name. Like even the Asgore one. Toriel is evil. Well, I mean, yeah, she's homophobic. And I mean, like, Flower King is like these, like, the two most obvious Dark World locations that I think everybody was like knew. Yeah, this is gonna be in the game. Was Church and Flower King. And Flower King was because there's a very obvious Dark World a Dark World door you can open. This would have been like a mid 54, going by normal AC timing, or like old AC timing, I should say. All right, now we're switching to English. Cause this is new. Results of the 7 flowers in Asgore Bay is surely not relevant to anything ever true. It's just a reference. It's just a cute reference to Undertale, guys. Nothing more. You're overthinking it. We don't have to. Completion data is made when Susie falls asleep. I just watched up to the tutorial sitting because that's where all chapters used to end. And I like doing it just in case. I guess in case I get a 1+2 PB. Which I didn't for this one, but, you know, want to get in the habit. Mini flower in the mini flower. I like how when you do the fucking bed skip, Tenna just appears. Just spawns into existence. I think I remember what to do for Shadow Guys. You know, let's go Shine today. Dude, it's so fair. It's so fair. Thinking about bed so much. All right. Okay, for this one, Boogie, fight. Damn it, I only got the 90. Well, I can still do that, though. So... is mandatory for something down the line. That would be funny. I do think Bed Inspector gets automatically overwritten in Chapter 4, though. I think. I love damage boost. Yeah, all of the titles just get overwritten by the chapter 4 title, the chapter 4 titles that you get automatically. I almost clicked instructions while just messing around with my keyboard. Okay, now surely IT rank, Clueless. Damn, bit too late. The T-rank dream is dead. Bruh. Here's why cooking sucks. Cooking is so terrible. Imagine imagine just never making it out of board 1 because you always have to reset to this. Board 1 skips it. Literally impossible, but yeah. Word. And now a word from our sponsors. If only ads were like that, true. Truth Fountain. Alright, so I do not remember how to do Pippins, so we are just gonna go fuck it, we ball on that. Spare S action. Oh. Yeah, hey, QWERTY, about that. We don't have S action in our action. you know, 10 plus so much. It has to happen, right? $32 MSRP. All right. There's probably a faster way to do this, but... This is why it's called Fuck It We Ball mode. There's definitely a faster way of doing that, though. I just don't remember it. Fuck, it didn't even work. We do fight Tenna. Really faster on ACMR? Yeah. It's because we can't use the tension gem on the fight, because we need it for Jack. Hi, Jack. Thank you for your good luck, buddy. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. My brain was just like, eat the moss like I was suddenly running AB or something. Just get all-star tension gem. True. That's so true. Do you need a moss for S? If you want an AB, the strat for S rank is just do any percent but grab the moss. No, you can get a T rank with any percent routing and still get an A rank. That's why I like the any percent routing for this. Yeah, that's why AB is that's why AB is so nice, because you get to actually you can just play Lightners live. Doesn't cooking force an S rank if you T rank it? It doesn't force an S rank, but it gives you enough to get to S rank. Because I like the ranking system is based on like points. You get like each like category will give you a certain amount of points, and like certain things contribute more points. If I remember correctly. So it would make sense that the S rank requirements on board 1 are probably a little lower, since it's the first board. Yes, it does. I think the whole reason the New Game Plus key exists is to make S rank easier if you're replaying for Shadow Mantle. I feel like that's the whole reason it exists. I'll answer your question in a bit, Lance. I might tank it near the end just to, like, play it safe. Like, just to ensure that I only get an S rank in it. Because I did get an S rank on one of the fights, and that might fuck me over. Oh, I'm pressing enter and not shift. Oops. I moved my finger 1 inch. When the mom is kissed goodnight. Alright, there we go. I think I was fine to FC it, but I wanted to play it safe, because I got an S rank on one of the fights. Go, white boy, go! Rebuild my house! Rebuild my kids! Yeah, get the tension gem. I'll go ahead and switch you back onto Suzu. Yeah, Tension Gem just saves so much time in that fight. It's kind of why I wish the rewards were, like, you got all the rewards below the rank you got as well. Instead of just only getting the S rank reward. Doesn't matter when you buy weapons in AB? No, not really. I think it is slightly faster to buy them when you press buttons. But that's about all I can say. Technical difficulties. Until you like it. Entire Tenna crash out. You know what? I think that should be. I need that. I want that as an emote. Entire Tenna crash out. I miss Tenna. Toby fucking posting on Blue Sky. So does everyone miss? Does everyone miss Tenna now? There was anything but unbridled rage for Tenna. Chris, after doing the Shadow Mantle quest, be like, I miss my wife, Toby. I miss him a lot. Based? The family's fighting again. Unk still got it. Oh no, I lost like 0.5 or however much that loses. This is just the fandom glazing. It's so funny. I love it. He's just him. Gerson finally getting the respect he deserves. I'm old. That was weird. Wait, say that again. Ross, why'd you have to pick the fourth option? All right. What are the soldiers supposed to be? You mean a zapper? The TV remote. Wait, I can do the singular wrong warp that saves time. Yay! And now that I said it, I'm gonna miss it. Nope, I get it every single time. I love the single wrong warp that saves time. Ba-da-dum-bum. A little more freedom. Yeah, it's... Chapter 3 had a very different structure, though, and I still love the chapter, as is, so... But this is definitely, like, gameplay-wise, the best part of the chapter. Like, not even from it actually plays like normal Deltarune standpoint, but just from, like, it being fun. Like, this is just, like, really well-paced. Like, this section right here. Alright, stupid encounter skip time. Yay! Streamer, why didn't you do stealth skip? Streamer, are you stupid? The game gave you the skip? Yeah, that was so funny! Mike, cut the commercial. Alright, you know what I will say, actually? About this area? This area is, like, a really good send-off to, like, the more upbeat, like, style of Light Worlds. Considering, you know, how serious Chapter 4 gets, comparatively. It's faster to go this way. Only just now learned that, like, yesterday. Like, the Chapter 4 Dark World still has its goofy moments, but it's overall way more serious. So it makes this a nice little send-off to these types of Dark Worlds. I'm old! Anyways, I'm glad I got the stupid encounter skip, because I would have no idea how to do that, how to spare that. It's funny how people still kept expecting this chapter to be more serious, when Toby literally said this was going to be the more gameplay-focused chapter. He said that multiple times. Let me see what cruise trespasses on private property means. Well, unfortunately, we are in the part of the run now where there are no more glitches. Because Chapter 3 has an amazing 3 glitches in its any % run. Bruh. Yo, thank you for the prime. There we go. Snail Philosopher, thank you for the prime. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Hey! Three, four. Nah. The third one is so fucking hard. So I have it the laser po- Yay! The game blessed me for that last one. Bangin' sermon, my man. So I can't get over the way fucking Penny Snapcube did it in her playthrough. Bangin' sermon, my man. Yeah, park your butt, mister. What do we think Chris's voice actually sounds like? I actually have no clue. I actually do not have a guess. Like, in my head, it's just gonna be Penny's voice. It's just gonna be Penny's voice, just because, you know, I watched a lot of her playthrough. And, like, you know, she does really good voices for everyone. Yeah, us controlling Chris and Chris themselves sound different. Yeah, and Noelle says it's deadpan and mumbly, whatever that means. For, like, at least that gives it, like, their inflection. Is literally Jason Griffith, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go buy lodestones so I can have armor. I'll buy the Deluxe Dinner just in case. Currently shedding a tear for him. Alright, who's ready for fight, Tenna? Even if it's just relayed by Noelle, yeah. Like, we technically got stuff before, but, like, it's just nice as having, like, actual, like, you know, canon dialogue. Marley, you said that, and I thought my stream. You were talking about my stream for a second. And I realized, oh yeah, wait, yeah, the cutscene. Alright, your stream too. Getting hit by this attack is actually optimal, by the way. If you're wondering why, it's because if you get hit by that attack, the harder variation doesn't show up later in the fight. And not only is the harder version, you know, well, harder, it's also harder to graze. You graze less on it. I hate this attack so much. I hate this attack so much. Bum, bum, da, 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 da. Alright, final. At least it's fair. I hate the cooking sections just because you can just get trapped in a fucking unwinnable situation. Like, you just get hit. Yeah, and the Undertale game over, and it's like, I think like a place we, like, that's just, we haven't seen in the game yet, I think. He was gassed that turned it off at 66. Yeah, true. Mr. Wingding was like, I have to represent my number. Alright, luckily Chris and Ralsei are on low health. So. Guys, it's time to beat the knight, right? Right? Me wins. Another 99 revivements to Ralsei. Even though using revivements on Ralsei is kind of wasting them. You should really only be using them on Susie. Like, genuinely, I think, like, the biggest piece of advice I can get to beating the knight is just you all hold breath on turn 1, and then don't worry about stuff if Ralsei dies. If you've packed enough healing, then it doesn't matter. And also, you know, defend, rude, defend. Yes, hold breath does last the entire fight. The game doesn't make that clear, but it does. It is TP you're missing out on. However, it is much better to have your TP go up before you use Rude Buster. So, you really aren't losing as much as you think. Especially because the Knight gives a fuck ton of TP on some attacks. Like, on my first winning Knight attempt, like, Ralsei was down for half the fight. What if I'm using Twin Ribbon and the Pink Ribbon, though? Well, then take off Twin Ribbon. It is actively hurting you. With Pink Ribbon, it's fine, because the attacks are close enough that the wider radius means you're grazing more to make up for that 20%. Oh, like, you can even make it 10% if you put some load zones on Ralsei. Is it worth even making Twin Ribbon anymore? Casually, I still think yes. Just because, like, as long as, like, you aren't wearing both Twin Ribbons at the same time, or, like, wearing, like, multiple of the ribbons, like, then I think it's fine. Who wins, Knight or Water Cooler? Water Cooler, no diffs. Easy. Oh, because of that nerf. Yeah. I think my casual save still has, like, double twin ribbons on, but I haven't really touched my casual saves in a while, so... Alright. Now we can get... Now we have, like, the more interesting glitch chapter. So, yeah. I still think the pink ribbon is worth picking up. Twin ribbon, if you really are, like, need the help with grazing, then yeah. Why is it on the right, Toby? Explain yourself. Yes, twin ribbon is minus 25%, pink ribbon is minus 20%, and it does stack. Literal minus 50%. If you mod the game to give yourself 6 twin ribbons, then you lose TP. You lose TP while grazing. Yes, we do fight Jackenstein and Glitched. We need the climb clause. Why does that keep happening to me? No, Jackenstein is not optional. I don't even know if there's a way to skip the fight. But either way, we'd still need to do it. All right, time to go hit this. Time to go hit this wrong warp that I've only ever hit once, in the one other glitched run of Chapter 4 I've done. Bang. Yeah. It's gay. Yeah, don't feel bad for asking questions. This game's still new and I don't even know everything. To fight the game, Chapter 4. You know, yeah, like all we saw from like Chapter 4, you know, is like Gwei and the trailer shot, really. And then like Light World stuff. Rune, it's... iMagic, thank you for good luck. Oh, walk directly into a wall. Fell for it again award. It's Pride Month, you know what that means. What? No. You want us to make, like, gay Dark Worlds? I'm old! So Dark World. Alright, wrong warp time. Bang. That wrong. I feel like that wrong. Like the biggest thing about that wrong warp is just it skips having to. It skips the encounter again because you can't skip it on the way back. Yeah, they just kept wrong warps the same, which I'm glad. It makes the game, it makes the speed run more interesting. They're no longer good. That's how it works, right? Yeah, totally. It's dev intended. I'm just gonna buy 2 wafer guards. Ralsei needs it. My mans need it. I love having to take my weight off for this single puzzle. It's fucking. I always love the splat noise. Yeah, the Chris splat. Your log.
You're
Too right. You're too true. You're taking too long. Scaredy cat, I didn't. Oh, I'm not complaining.
Mamma mia!
Go, go, go. Okay. Just get stuck in the corner, please. There we go. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Yo, chat, are you ready? Long. All right. After this, I'm not confident with the attacks, so. Gotta make sure I'm not taking too much damage. Because I do want to damage tank this. You're taking too long. You're taking too long. It's taking too long.
Mamma mia!
Come on, come on. Chapter 4 really, I like Chapter 4. Like, I like the speed run. It's just, you know, Jackenstein and Titan are really hard. Or like, Jackenstein isn't hard, Jackenstein is hard to do fast. Like classic Undertale humor. It definitely, parts of it definitely feel like Toby's cry for help from the chapters taking so long to release. There's no world. Yeah. I just like how it's just the Spear of Justice leitmotif from Undertale. Undyne stole her theme from him, obviously. The big overflow. Well, there is a major skip happening in a few minutes, where we skip the entire second sanctuary. Right now, the only glitch is like a wrong warp chain that I'm gonna mess up on like the third warp. So, chat, you wanna know a fun fact? Doing this screen transition gives you wrong warp state. Not this forecast wrong warp chain. Yeah, it's stupid. Well, you know, I go for it because, you know, time save. No, I didn't make the fast cycle. That was close. Where's the fucking screen transition, man? Ooh. Okay, whatever. Didn't even make it to the one. Didn't even start the ones that save time. It's yeah. This wrong warp chain is just like basement warps, except instead of the first 2 warps not saving time, the first like 5 warps don't save time. We don't even go for tension max gambling. It's just not worth it. Like, it saves a lot of time, but it's just nobody wants to do it. This fucking guy right here. Death. Dreamer, why aren't you doing the piano skip? And you know what's funny? I think the long-ass Chapter 4 wrong warp chain is more worth it than basement warps. It has piano skip? Jellyfish, I regret to inform you. That's banned. Why is it banned? It might get patched out. So we don't want to encourage down patching. So we're kind of in like a just wait and see. Verify do. Well, I fucking guess people always do it. People always would know, you know? Verifying all chapters runs fucking sucks enough already. Making 8 different timing points. What's wrong with down patching? Very inconvenient and fucks over console users. worry, it'll get worse. Yeah, we just don't want we don't want to encourage down patching. We already dealt with that with fucking 1.09. Like, no. We are not having another 1.09. The horrors. So we're hoping they keep it in, but like the way like I'm understanding it is that if they patch it out, we keep it banned, and if they patch it in, then we just have the discussion on if it will be allowed in glitchless, because we aren't sure how to handle it. I juked him. Aha, got him, GG's. One of my inputs just did not exist there. Some plot, yeah. But yeah, if it does get patched, then it's better to have it banned now so we don't have a bunch of, like, unbeatable world records, or we have to, like, reject a bunch of runs, you know? As an organ, well, it sounds like a piano, so... So pumped for Second Sanctuary, yeah, get hype! The song there's so good. Also, what I love about Chapter 4 Glitched is that you just get 2 buffered wrong warps. It's so nice and convenient. Yeah, can't wait for the trailer shot. God, I love buffered wrong warps. Joking me. Oh, you'll find out in just a minute. But first we get funny, awesome cruisy moments and 3/4 Chris. My beloved. What the fuck is a buffered wrong warp? It's just a wrong warp where as long as you press the opposite direction during the screen transition, you get it. It usually happens on screen transitions that have, like, a noise associated with them. Usually. There are exceptions, like this wrong warp out of this room is also buffered. Gonna save just in case. So that what a great second sanctuary. What a lovely second sanctuary. Why is Ralsei crying? Is he evil? Just entirely skipped it. I don't know why. Toby Fox moments. Jury's out on Ralsei. Will reconvene. I'm just saying, handwritten apology from all the Ralsei is evil believers. Where's the fucking Ralsei apology form that Kucher sent one time? Mercury was in retrograde. Who found the skip out of curiosity? Fuck, I'm blanking on their name. God, I'm blanking on the name. Oh, the Chris Knight. Well, the Chris Knight believers were only like half right. So like, I don't really think they need to apologize. They were like half right. Gotta do their gay pose. Banger. It's just easy. It's an easy skip. It's just an easy skip. Also, this happens for some reason. If you do like a part, like something from second sanctuary, it just causes that to happen. I don't know why. We think it's if you buffer the wrong warp out of the fountain. Do I have? A Rhapsody. Not Ivory. Okay, that was their name. I knew it was like not something. I just couldn't remember. FLB, that's the Deltarune speedrun Discord. Fast little boys. Usually when I say easy skip, it means it's actually kind of difficult, and I just call it easy because I think it's funny whenever I get it, because I normally fail it. Yeah, Toby Fox just called the speedrunners fast little boys at some point. Well, during the anniversary stream, and then the server just ran with it. The actual switch over to FLB, that was like directly before I started speedrunning the game. And also, you do get healed going into this room, so there's no way to enter this at low health to make this hypothetically faster. Eat shit early here. It deals like no damage, and you have to watch the stand-up animation every time. It's just not worth it. I didn't know it. I thought that was the last one. Nice. His hands behind his back. Just gotta make sure I don't fit in. He's polite, true. 69 health? Nice. This is because Ralsei is evil. That's how Ralsei generates aura. Aura and hype moments. Why does Susie suddenly have 150 TP? Is she strong? Cutscene Susie? Cutscene or else I can cast dual heal out of absolute nowhere. Yeah. I just turn. The night fight takes a while. Like it takes a while, and Titan's just like Titan isn't like long enough to justify it basically, because the fight's still decently like long with fighting, you know. Hope the roaring didn't happen during those 30 seconds. Truth fountain. We're also casually revealing he can just hover. So funny. Alright, note to self. Brighton is not worth it. I thank you for the good luck. Go, go. I like how I really do just have to fucking lock in during climbing. Alright, there's one thing I would like to do before the fight. Gonna switch over with regard to Chris. Alright, time for hard fight. Like, unironically. Using Brighton on this turn and the next turn. I hate the fucking fish attack, like these. I don't think I needed to do that, so just gotta survive this turn. Woo! Target Chris. Target Chris again. Just don't get hit. What did I say? Yeah, I think it was legitimately better to just die. This fight is fucked. death. Kill me. This fight is genuinely, like, the coolest and also worst part. Also, you just get items. They just start giving you items. I think that the more you die, the more items you get. I genuinely have no idea if I despise this fight or if I really like it. Aha, got him. GG's. Just couldn't avoid that. In my casual run, I first tried this fight, but I was like really close to dying. And in speedruns, you have nothing to work with. Why did I do that? I forgot. At this point, yeah, just kill me. Yeah, see? The game just starts taking pity on you. This fight is the best and worst part of the run. fucking... yeah. Gonna commit hate crimes against this guy. I'm literally in hell. I think I found it. I think I have found the single worst attack in all of Deltarune. Jesus fucking Christ, oh my god. Fourth or fifth try, I wasn't counting. I just got fucked by RNG so hard on some attacks. Like, it wasn't even my fault on some of them. So it's just like, oh, Ralsei just got hit at the very end of the attack on the turn I wanted to go throw in a dual heal because I don't have any healing items. Oops. I guess I should have seen that coming. I swear, you can practice Titan for, like, 17 million hours, and then you'll still just get fucked by RNG because you'll just get like hit by a stray bullet, like 2 or 3 times, and it will always target, and it will all go to either Rosse or Chris. The fish attacks I genuinely think are the worst attacks in the entire game. I think like those are designed for Brighton, I'm pretty sure. Like I think those are balanced around you using Brighton, which I think is bad. Like I think that is actually kind of poor design. But yeah, for anyone who just joined, if you want to know how bad it got, I died so many times the game started giving me healing items. Yeah, if you die to Titan more than once, the game just starts giving you healing items. Like, it just spawns chests behind you. It doesn't happen after the first death. It happens after the, It happens after the second death. If you backtrack, like, just pan the camera a bit to the left, there will be chests that have healing items in them. I went out of my way to buy armor as well. I had 2 wafer guards. Armor is a scam, except for when it isn't. Especially in Titan, the difference would have been either going in with the armor I had or going in with no armor, except for Iron Shackle. Which one do you think sounds better? Oh, yeah, I forgot we fucking kill Tenna in this category. No, yeah, our armor options are limited because we skip all of Chapter 2. Hey, my chapter 4 was still sub-hour, though. Just barely. Another 20 minutes to Titan. So yeah, outside of chapter 2, this run was, and like most of chapter 1, this run wasn't really good. But hey, it was a run. You get massive time save now? Yeah, for the when I run this category again, definitely. Yep, I definitely want to touch this category again. I'll probably run this again at some point. All Shadow Crystals win. I need to practice Mantleless Knight. Because I do want to run ASC. It sounds cool. Like 2 minutes from chapter 1 and Top Cake, yeah. Oh yeah, it is. You do. It is SG, so you don't really need to buy. You don't really need to buy Auto Axe. My Deltarune. Mr. Wingdings, my man, since you're the one who made this game, what were you cooking with Titan? I mean, it's cool, but what were you thinking? It could have been like 15, 20 minutes faster if I didn't die to Titan so much. My favorite. Another 5 deaths to Titan. It's so fucking funny that the game just starts giving you healing items. That's genuinely so funny. Like, even Toby's just like, yeah, IDK, man. And kind of be... Yeah, it feels like a lot of the later attacks are designed around you using Brighton. Triple Worms is just not... That's just not an attack. That is just... You get hit. Triple Worms that Brighton is... That's the one with all the, That's the one with all the things, right? Like, the massive... Like, the one where if you Brighton, you can just stand still, right? Because if it's that one, the way I dodge that without Brighton is, Slow Soul. Slow Soul is your best friend in that attack if you don't use Brighton. Honestly, during, like, any of, like, the swarm attacks, Slow Soul is your best friend. So... Like, I get so much use out of Slow Soul in, Titan. Yeah, the fan is a little wobbly. OMG, whoa, buddy, Jack streaming, buddy? Gotta go raid the buddy. What is Jack doing? Oh, he's doing chapter 4. Oh boy. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a good day. Bye, everybody.